Hello and welcome to the Seed Group podcast. I'm Carla.
I'm Norman. And I'm Albert Anderson. And if you need any of our musical services, 708-351-0333. And tonight we have a special guest, a friend of mine.
But before we go there, we have to introduce our wonderful, amazing producer, Marcus. Hello, Marcus.
Hello. The magic hand. Woohoo!
And now, Albert, you may proceed.
This handsome devil that we have tonight is a renowned pianist. I always knew him as a piano player. Victor, I hate to say this, it's been so long. The last time I seen him, we were at church together. That's how long it's been.
Oh,
now,
wow.
Hey, Carla, now he has his own production company, his own
I know.
all kinds of stuff. You had a question, Carla, that you wanted to ask.
Well, the question I wanted to ask is, how does somebody who pursued a business degree and worked as a network engineer be asked to put on a production?
Well, the easiest way to answer that question is to say, I started out just trying to help somebody else do their show.
Okay.
And when you're in a space of service, God has a way of directing you as to which way that you're supposed to go. So while I was serving others, I discovered that this was a passion of mine. It's always amazing to see the written word or someone's thought manifest into words, which then manifest into actions and then manifest into human responses. And that's what a play does. Because when you see something on stage, you either feel for that person, the characters, or you either start thinking about, well, I need to change my ways. I need Jesus or something.
And Victor, you remember years ago, I used to play for ETA and Black Steinway. I haven't seen Jackie in years. Have you asked any of those people in your theater?
I still keep in touch with people at ETA. At least I can't think of the lady's name off the top of my head. She's the artistic director. I don't know why it escapes me, but her and Renako Jahi Renako was the artistic director. Now she's currently the artistic director.
And you remember when Abena was there?
Yes.
She's the one that started. But you're talking about, I'm trying to remember her name. Iris? I think it's Iris.
You know, that name ain't ringing a bell either. This happens when you get to be a little old. You can't remember as much.
See if I can find it, because I have her in here because it's under ETA.
Okay.
I remember where it was.
So
well, while you're doing that, I have another question.
Sure, the doors of the church are open.
So can you explain to me two things?
Sure.
What you're doing with the Taste of Theater and about the app that you renamed myupstage.com.
Well, I am so glad you asked that. When I first started out doing my own shows, I called the Portage Theater to rent out their space. And there's a saying in the Bible that says, write the vision and make it plain.
True.
So when I called this guy to rent his theater, all of a sudden out of nowhere, I said to him, yeah, we can rent your space. We can do a festival, have playwrights showcase one scene of their play and the audience can vote on it. And he was like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. And I had to stop and look at the phone and say, who just said that? And then that's when I realized that was the vision. It was plain. And that's what I was called to do. So it took me a year to get it off the ground, but I brought in Shelley Garrett because I needed to honor those.
Awesome.
Oh yeah. I needed to honor those that did it before us. And he came and taught, and we gave him the very first Taste of Theater Award. Right. So that right there was one of the pinnacles. And then we kept doing it every year. And as we progressed, we added something called Acting with the Stars. And that's when you can do a reading from a Hollywood film with the actor who was in the film.
Oh, I would love to do that.
Yes. And last year, or not, I keep saying last year, I keep forgetting there was a pandemic for 2.
Yes.
So in 2019, Robert Townsend and Leon from the Five Heartbeats came and did this with us. And it was magical to see Robert Townsend do what he does. It was amazing.
Oh,
and so that right there was pretty life touching. And then so we've had Tommy Ford before he passed, of course, Cinda Williams, who's come, Antoine McKay, who played Bunky in Empire, and Drew Sidora, who's now pretty much everywhere.
Yes.
All those people came to participate in that seminar, and it really helped a lot of kids because we made it free to them. Yes, we had to, because they're going to get a lot of no's in this business, and they needed that yes in the beginning.
See, and I appreciate that. That yes can help sustain you through a lot of those no's.
Oh, I'm sorry. You got me in the curse. You know I need Jesus. You know that is true.
Yes, I've been there. So yes, I know that. Yes.
Now, Victor, I just wondered, with the show that you do, we're going to have to come on that show one of these days.
Well, that would be awesome, because we always have a musical artist perform during the festival. So we've had Magnum Force perform.
Oh, I know them.
Yeah, they performed for us. And
I played with him, sax player Mark Vine.
Yes.
Mark and I just played Sunday at Clare United Methodist Church, West Side.
Yeah. And we had a poet come in, Black Ice, I think is his name. He did one year. We had some other local artists come in and perform as well. And William Johnson performed in 2019. Since we were doing the festival in Gary, Indiana, we wanted to have one of their own perform there.
We just had a young lady on our show called Tara Cooks. Beautiful song. You got to listen to it on our
Wonderful. Yes.
And it's God, I had to listen to it 2 or 3 times. I remember hearing it first, Norman and I in the studio with her. What's the name of the song? I keep forgetting.
Your Addiction. Your Addiction. It's amazing. Yes.
Well, I have a good idea, Albert.
Yes, sir.
You can bring her on to the festival as long as you play behind her. You can play live behind her.
When's the festival? Because Norman plays piano. I'm the guitar player. Well, you knew that.
Yeah.
I'm the vocalist. And
it'll be October 6th and 7th of 2023.
Okay.
What day is that?
Friday, Saturday.
Uh-oh.
Because that following Monday is Columbus Day. So we always do it right around that weekend.
Okay. Now I have another question, because I'm really engrossed in this, because I've done voiceovers and different things like that, and I'm really engrossed in acting and production, and music is basically, especially singing, is like acting, because you have to interpret the music in order to convey it to the audience.
Yes.
So I'm very interested in the acting side of it, but I want to know a little bit more about the app.
Yes.
In your bio, you said in 2018 that the app would again be renamed myupstage.com. So is that app active?
It is almost active. It'll be officially launched in July.
Ooh, okay. Very soon.
Yes, and to make a long story short, what the app does, it's a digital platform that automates tasks for the stage or for theater, and finds any play within 50 miles of your phone.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So if you are an actor, you can find your next audition with it. If you are a director, stagehand, or anyone that works behind the curtain, you can find your next job. If you are a playwright, you can find those theater companies that will produce your plays. And if you are a venue, you can use our platform to get to rent your space. And then if you are a theater company, you can use our platform to find the venue to have your show at, the play to produce, the people to work behind the stage, the actors to perform it, and then, of course, the audience to come see it.
Nice. One-stop shopping. I love it.
You got it.
When you're ready to launch, we need you back when you're ready to launch.
Right.
Yep. I would be so honored to do that.
Victor, yes. I was wondering, by any chance, do you have any snippets that we could use on our show just to show some of the stuff that you're doing? You know,
but of course, I can send you a couple promotional videos if you like.
Be glad to, especially we run it, you know, as a favor.
Oh man, that would be awesome.
You anytime. Everybody.
I'm absolutely loving this. I'm loving what you do. And one of the things also that really thrilled me is you did the after work program. Is that still being done?
Well, I started out calling it the after work program, and then I rolled all of that into what we now call a taste of theater.
Okay.
And so what I was doing there is we'd get a group of people together, and everyone would come up with an idea for a play. And then everyone would read their idea, and then we would vote on it. And then the one that's got the most votes, the group would sit down and write that play.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And we've done this several times with, and some of those plays have been debuted at a Taste of Theater.
Good.
Okay. And I love the donation to charities that you also do as well, and giving back to the community, and basically sowing seed into other people's lives so that you can continue to be blessed as well. I love that.
Yeah.
Why, thank you. That's very kind of you to say, because it's one of those things, too much is given, much is required.
Exactly. I like, you are an all-around Renaissance person. You play, you write plays, you do productions, you're helping other people. It's absolutely wonderful and a pleasure, a joy, and a privilege to interview you.
Oh, why, thank you. And
we'll be on your show soon.
You got it. and also try to remember that we're in a global market. So I have, I'm sure Albert has told you I've been on the road a bit. So
wait a minute, just in case, Carla, I called and said, hey man, don't forget, next week. And he went, Albert, where were you at the time?
I was in Rwanda.
I should have been in your suitcase.
You too pretty to be in my suitcase. You would need to be in the seat next to me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We are looking forward. Well, yeah, they got me. Okay. Well, the old clock on the wall is letting us know that we have to bring this episode to a close.
All right.
It has been a pleasure interviewing you, and we are looking forward to having you back.
Oh, thank you. And I look forward to coming back.
Definitely. And so thank you, Seedlings. And Norman, you have been awfully quiet. Do you have anything to say?
So there's much conversation going on. But my name is Norman. And if you need somebody for anything, I want to promote somebody to do anything. See me. I start off cheap. And I accept all the help that I can get.
Well, I will take you up on that, because we're getting ready to start a radio show on WIIT, which is Illinois Institute of Technology's radio station. And all we're going to talk about is theater.
Beautiful. I'm going to send him my CD. I haven't sent it to him yet.
Yeah.
You will absolutely love the CD. And when you launch the radio program, we would be more than happy to promote it.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Victor.
Anytime.
We're gonna, well, Carla, you know what we got to do. It's that time.
Yeah, our signature tagline. Thank you for joining us, our beautiful, wonderful seedlings. We could not do this without you. Thank you to our fantastic guest, Mr. Victor Gulley.
Anytime.
And thank you for all that you do, all that you're going to continue to do. Much success now and in the future. And as always, because you already do it, to everyone else, plant a seed and watch it grow. Bye-bye.
All right.